My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen closely to my voice. This is not an ordinary message, and this is not an ordinary day. Right now, in this very moment, something is shifting in your life. The atmosphere around you is changing, the path before you is being rearranged, and I am calling you to be fully present. Do not blink, my child, for this is the moment everything begins to transform. You may not yet see the evidence with your eyes, but I tell you the truth, your breakthrough has already been set in motion. What you have prayed for in silence, what you have cried out for in the quiet hours of the night, has reached my ears. I have been preparing this divine turning point long before you realized it. The waiting, the uncertainty, and even the delays were not in vain. They were part of a sacred preparation for what is unfolding now. I am speaking to you today because your heart is ready to receive what I am about to reveal. There is a divine alignment taking place, a sacred shift that will move you from confusion into clarity, from weariness into renewed strength, and from doubt into unwavering faith. Do not dismiss this moment, my beloved, for it carries the answer you have been seeking. Stay with me, listen carefully, and allow my words to settle deep within your spirit. If your heart feels stirred even now, I invite you to respond in faith. Like this message as a sign of agreement with what I am doing in your life. Share it with someone who is in need of hope, for they too are standing on the edge of their own divine shift. Write in the comments, "I am ready for my breakthrough," and let your declaration become an act of trust. And remain connected to this sacred space by subscribing, so you may continue to receive the guidance and comfort I speak over you. My beloved child, this is the moment everything shifts. I am drawing you closer, opening doors you thought were closed, and preparing blessings that will exceed your expectations. Do not turn away now. Remain attentive, for what I reveal next will illuminate your path and confirm that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Stay with me and witness the beginning of your transformation. My beloved child, I see what you have been carrying, even the weight you have not spoken about to anyone. I know the thoughts that have kept you awake at night. I have watched the silent battles in your mind, the questions you were too afraid to ask out loud, the quiet tears that fell when no one else noticed. You have tried to stay strong. You have tried to hold everything together. But deep inside, you have felt tired of waiting, tired of hoping, tired of wondering when things would finally change. I know the moments when you smiled in front of others while your heart felt uncertain. I know the disappointment you felt when doors did not open the way you expected. I know how it feels to you when prayers seem delayed and answers seem distant. My child, nothing about your struggle has been hidden from me. Not one sigh, not one flicker of doubt, not one fragile hope. You have wondered if you missed something. You have questioned whether you made a wrong turn. At times, you even asked yourself if I was still near. Let me tell you clearly and gently, I have never left you. Even in the seasons when you felt alone, I was closer than your own breath. When you felt overlooked, I was carefully positioning you. When you felt forgotten, I was writing details into your story that you could not yet see. You have been stronger than you realize. Every time you chose to rise again after disappointment, I was there. Every time you resisted giving up, even when it would have been easier to walk away, I saw your courage. Your endurance has not gone unnoticed. Your faith, even when it felt small and fragile, had been precious to me. There were days you felt confused and unsure of what step to take next. You feared making the wrong decision. You feared staying stuck. You feared that time was slipping away. But my beloved child, what you thought was stagnation was actually preparation. What you thought was silence was actually me working behind the scenes. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. The emotions you have buried, the questions you have wrestled with, the longing in your heart for clarity and direction. I know it all. I place that longing within you. It is proof that you were made for more than survival. You were made for purpose. This shift I spoke of is not random. It meets you exactly where you are, tired yet hopeful, uncertain yet still believing. I am not asking you to pretend you were never afraid. I am asking you to trust me in the middle of it. You are seen. You are known. You are chosen. And this moment of change is arriving not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful in ways only I fully understand. My beloved child, now I will open your eyes to what has truly been happening. You have been measuring your life by what you could see, by what moved quickly, by what produced immediate results. But I do not work only in what is visible. I move deeply, quietly, beneath the surface. The shift you are stepping into did not begin today. It began the moment you chose not to give up. You believed that the closed doors meant rejection. You assumed that delays were signs that you were unworthy or unprepared. Some days, you even wondered if I was withholding something good from you. But listen to me carefully now. I was not denying you. I was protecting you. I was not rejecting you. I was refining you. What felt like obstruction was actually redirection. There were paths you wanted to walk that would have drained you. There were opportunities you wished for that would have distracted you from your true purpose. If I had given you everything when you first asked, you would not have been ready to sustain it. So I allowed the waiting. I allowed the process. Not to frustrate you, but to fortify you. You also believed that because nothing seemed to change outwardly, nothing was changing at all. But transformation often begins in silence. Roots grow deep before branches stretch wide. Confidence is formed in hidden places before it stands boldly in the light. The very struggles you resented were building discernment within you. The disappointments were teaching you wisdom. The uncertainty was strengthening your trust. Let me gently correct another thought that has weighed on you. You feared that you had fallen behind others. You compared your timeline to theirs and felt delayed. But you are not in competition with anyone. I designed your journey with intention. What I am unfolding in you requires its own rhythm, its own season, its own divine timing. The shift happening now is perfectly aligned, not late, not rushed. Release the belief that you must force outcomes. Release the fear that everything depends solely on your effort. I am your guide and your source. Your responsibility is obedience and trust. The outcome rests in my hands. When you surrender the pressure to control every detail, you create space for me to move freely. This is the deeper truth. The shift is not only about changing your circumstances. It is about elevating your perspective. I am lifting your vision so you can see beyond temporary setbacks. I am clearing the fog of doubt that has clouded your thoughts. I am steadying your heart so that when the doors open, you will walk through them with peace, not panic. My beloved child, nothing hath been wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of perseverance had been woven into this turning point. Now that you see differently, you will step forward differently. And that is where everything begins to change. My beloved child, now that your eyes are opening to the truth, I want to strengthen your heart for what is ahead. This shift is not fragile. It is not temporary. It is anchored in my promise over your life. What I begin, I complete. What I speak, I fulfill. And what I have spoken over you is not changed. You may still feel moments of hesitation. You may wonder how everything will unfold. But you do not need to have every detail mapped out. You only need to know that I am walking beside you. I go before you to prepare the way. I stand behind you as your protector. I surround you on every side. You are not stepping into this new season alone. What felt delayed was not denied. The timing that confused you was actually protecting the fullness of your blessing. If it had come sooner, you would have questioned it. If it had come later, you would have doubted it. But now you are ready. You have grown in patience. You have matured in discernment. You have learned to lean on me instead of leaning only on your own understanding. Strength is rising within you, even now. Not a loud or boastful strength, but a steady and unshakable confidence. The kind of strength that remains calm in uncertainty. The kind of faith that does not panic when circumstances shift. I am building in you a foundation that cannot be easily shaken. When opportunities open, you will not rush in fear. You will walk forward in peace. I promise you clarity where there was confusion. I promise you provision where there was lack. I promise you restoration in the places that felt broken. What hath been heavy will become lighter. What has felt stuck will begin to move. Doors that once resisted you will open with ease when the time is right. Trust that I am aligning the right people, the right connections, and the right opportunities around you. Even now, conversations are being arranged. Paths are being cleared. Obstacles are being removed in ways you cannot yet see. You do not have to force what I have already ordained. Hold on to this truth, my beloved child. You are covered. You are guided. You are deeply loved. Nothing that comes will surprise me. Nothing that rises against you will overpower my protection. The shift unfolding now carries my hand upon it. Lift your head. Breathe deeply. Let hope return to your chest. This is not the end of your endurance. It is the beginning of your expansion. You are stepping into a season where your faith will be rewarded, your obedience will bear fruit, and your trust will make sense in ways it never has before. Stay steady. Stay close to me. The best is not behind you. It is unfolding now. My beloved child, now is your moment to respond. You have heard my voice. You have felt the stirring in your spirit. Do not let this be just another message that passes through your ears. Let it settle into your heart. This is the moment everything shifts, and I am inviting you to step into it with trust. Release the need to control every outcome. Place your future into my hands. Surrender the fear that has tried to hold you back. Choose faith, even if your voice trembles. Choose trust, even if you cannot see the full path ahead. The shift begins not only around you, but within you. When you align your heart with mine, doors begin to open that no one can shut. Take a quiet breath with me now. Feel my peace resting upon you. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts is clearing. The heaviness you carried is lifting. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are ready. Walk forward with calm confidence. Do not rush, and do not shrink back. Move at the pace of my grace. When doubt whispers, remember what I have spoken to you. When uncertainty appears, remember that I am certain. When fear tries to return, remember that I am greater. I seal this moment with peace. I cover your mind with clarity. I surround your future with protection. What is meant for you will find you. What is not meant for you will fall away gently. Trust the unfolding. Trust my timing. Trust my heart for you. You are held. You are guided. You are deeply loved. And this shift will carry you into a season that reflects the prayers you once thought were unanswered. Rest now in that assurance. I am with you, and everything is moving exactly as it should. My beloved child, as I shift seasons in your life, I am also shifting lives through this message. When you sow into this mission, you are not giving to a channel. You are placing seeds into soil where weary hearts are waiting for light. I have said, give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, and I speak that promise over you now as a living word. If this message strengthened you, hear me clearly. This is your moment to act. When you release a super thanks or send a PayPal donation, you become part of the harvest of souls who will hear my voice and find hope again. Your generosity becomes oil in the lamp, fire on the altar, bread for the hungry spirit. Do not see it as a small gesture. See it as a river that flows beyond what you can measure. The PayPal donation link is waiting for you in the video description, and the QR code is placed before you so you can respond without delay. This is not pressure. This is purpose calling your name. As you give, I bless your provision. As you sow, I breathe increase over your house. As you step forward in faith, I open doors that no one can close. Let your offering be an act of obedience, a prophetic declaration that you believe in spreading my word across the earth. Do not hesitate. Do not overthink. If your heart is stirred, that is me inviting you. Step into this moment. Sow the seed, and watch how I multiply it beyond what you imagined.